Happy Epiphany. It's no longer Christmas. It is a 13th day devotion that we've thrown in on the 12 days of Christmas pandemic-style devotions. Today is Epiphany, one of the festival days of the church, the day when the Magi, however many there were, whatever gender, wherever they came from, have made it at last to the holy child Jesus. We covered all of it yesterday. It doesn't even say it was at a manger, but at the place where the child was, says Matthew. And I'm hoping that they got out of that barn by now, and on to the care and love of friends and neighbors who befriended them on their journey. But today is the day they arrive, and as they arrive, they worship. And they worship by offering the baby Jesus gifts. Wow. I'm fairly certain that a lot of people today would be bothered or maybe even offended to hear someone say that the best way to worship Jesus is to give, is to offer gifts. Gifts of love, extravagant gifts, gold, frankincense, of myrrh, or even more extravagant, the gift of your time and your life. We include a little piece from O. Henry's The Gift of the Magi in our written devotion today. What we included was actually the conclusion. If you haven't read, it's brief and you can download it online almost anywhere. And I think you'd enjoy it as a family especially. Let me just tell you quickly what the story is. It's a young couple who don't have means to give each other Christmas gifts this year. And so they, without telling the other, each of them does something sacrificial. He goes and he sells his father's pocket watch that's been his primary gift, and he buys a beautiful hair brooch for his wife's hair. And she, on the other hand, without his knowledge, the day before Christmas, she goes and gets her hair cut so that she can buy a fob for her husband's watch. And they discover that on Christmas Eve. Here's how O. Henry finishes. The Magi, as you know, were wise men, wonderfully wise men who brought gifts to the babe in a manger. They invented the art of giving Christmas presents. Being wise, their gifts were no doubt wise ones, possibly bearing the privilege of exchange in case there were duplication. And here, says O. Henry, I have lamely related to you the uneventful chronicle of two foolish children in a flat who most unwisely sacrificed for each other the greatest treasures of their house. But in a last word to the wise of these days, let it be said that of all who give gifts, these two were the wisest. Of all who give and receive gifts, such as they are wisest. Everywhere they are wisest. They are the Magi. I love this last hymn. Let me say it again. I absolutely love it. I was not exposed to it until much later in life, but I love it. It's part of our holiday celebration. Here's the one thing I don't like about the song. The very last line says, "What can I give him as poor as I am? If I were a wise man or a woman or transgendered, I would do my part. Yet what can I give him? I would give him my heart." Now, being really blunt here, heart is a euphemism for your whole self, for everything, for your time, your money, your privilege, your talents. And that's what's so key about this celebration. And it's what O. Henry understood. The very wisest give and receive gifts that are of sacrificial value. So, here's to a new year. Thank you for joining us on these devotions. Yes, it is in fact still a bleak midwinter. But we have the hope of Christ and the ability to offer our gifts to the cause of loving God and loving our neighbors wherever they are. Special thanks to the 2019 Prince of Peace Choir in their Christmas concert, soloists Emily Nevergall and Samantha Steiner. I hope you enjoy singing with them not only now, but throughout the coming year.